everybody up for Cyber Lunch.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'd like you to travel back in time with me just for a second. December 17th, 1988. 2:57 a.m. Cold, chilly morning. There was a little bundle of joy dropped off in, I don't know, where were you born? Brooklyn Park.
Minneapolis. Thanks.
Okay, Minneapolis.
Yeah.
8 pounds, 20 inches long.
Thank you.
Little guy. Little cute guy. He was a pain in the ass from the beginning, born C-section.
Thank you.
Couldn't get him out of there.
Thank you.
He was told he always slept through the night, even from when he was first born.
Especially after Olive Garden.
His mother had to set an alarm for herself just to check up on him to make sure he hadn't died in his sleep.
Thank you.
As he grew up, he learned very early to escape from his crib. He used to bounce, from stories I was told, so high he could leap over the side of the crib and shimmy down.
That's right.
He used to love Disney movies.
And mac and cheese.
He didn't even need the pictures on the covers of the movies to know what it was, because he could read by age 2. Disney movies, anyway.
Mm.
He used to call Santa Claus Ho Ho Bing.
Ho ho bang.
Used to call Frosty the Snowman Mr. No Man.
Frosty the No Man.
Frosty the No Man, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
He loved playing sports
Sports.
throughout his schooling. He liked football, baseball, excelled particularly in basketball.
And Tetris.
His mom got so nervous watching him back when he was young, just because she was so proud of him, that she had to go out in the hallways and couldn't even bear to watch.
My nickname on the Park Rec League was the Body Bag.
I don't know what that means or what it has to do with a young child, but anyway.
Carry on.
I don't know what else to say. I'm choking up over here. It's our little baby boy Darrell. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Darrell.
You know, it's good to be 21 once in your life. You come to that moment where you realize that you can have whatever you want at the bar, and then you believe that, well, your friends pretty much order you everything, and then next thing you know, you're meeting the good Lord.
If you're
Oh.
This is for
Thank you.
buddy.
Is it for me? This is very disturbing.
it is. It seems like it should be on like Adult Swim or something like that.
Darrell.
To Gerald.
Is that what she said?
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed.
And with that being said, welcome back to the lunch table. I'm Jake.
I'm Darrell.
I'm Justin.
Welcome to Cyber Lunch, a weekly podcast that deals with the nostalgia reflected and integrated into our everyday lives through growing up in the digital revolution, plus a plethora of tangents and passionate discussions with special guests and our favorite music, movies, video games, television shows of the past and today. Got it. I did it once.
Nailed it.
Yep.
That was your first intro.
That was a hell of an intro.
That was my second intro. The first intro was very drunk.
Well, okay, the first intro was never released.
It's recorded somewhere, but we'll use that someday down the line.
You can dry your brow now.
Maybe for our
You've done it.
Patreon supporters.
Yeah.
All 30 of you.
So I'm kind of turn it. Normally I was going to host this, but then I kind of decided to kind of turn it over to Darrell because it is his birthday. So I let him pick the subjects, and I'm finally feeling better after 3 months. Of being
who
sick.
isn't sick out there?
Jeez.
Everyone.
So I don't know how long my voice will hang out. So
I've actually been pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, I
knock
was
on
sick.
wood.
You haven't
Good-
been
yeah,
sick
good
though,
for
but
you.
now
Thank
you've been
you.
here, so.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back.
yeah,
It's good to be back.
good. You had some fun skiing or snowboarding, and
Yeah,
for your
I can
birthday?
barely move my body.
Yeah.
I'm still awaiting cookies from a special someone, so we'll see if that ever happens. And also,
Is that a sexual thing?
no,
Oh.
absolutely not. Santa.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Because that's what I asked for Christmas. I totally didn't ask for snow. We got lucky. Went snowboarding up at Spirit Mountain Villas. It's a good time.
I thought you said Trollhagen. You lied to me.
No. Why would I go to Trollhagen? There's nothing there.
Didn't he say Trollhagen?
Friday nights, sometimes I go.
Oh.
Because it's like $20 or something.
Cheap,
It's like college party night there.
See,
if you're a skier or snowboarder.
Kids.
I've always heard about Spirit Mountain, but I've never been there.
Have you been skiing or snowboarding?
Yeah, I used to ski all the time when I was
Really?
younger.
Were you a Nordic professional?
I
could not
decent.
see Justin on a pair of skis. I mean, I'm sorry.
If you you don't. I went once because I had an ex who was really into snowboarding, and she pressured me into doing a lot of things, and
that was one of them.
Snowboarding was one of them.
You tried snowboarding?
Yeah, it wasn't
really?
skis. I've told you skis before, but no, it was a snowboard, and I basically spent my whole day on my ass just kind of sliding down
That's
the
okay.
hill.
It takes a lot to learn how to snowboard.
Once I got it going, I'm like, oh, this is sweet. Holy hell, I'm going really fast. I should probably just wipe out before I go any faster.
I should show you some GoPro footage I took from last night.
Yeah, you've had some good stuff from there.
Good night.
Put it on the page.
I picked up, I think I said it before, but I picked up skiing really quick. But I could never do snowboarding. I was like I am with skating, like ice skating.
Yeah.
I can go really fast and I can do some cool shit, but I cannot stop.
Yeah.
So I have to like put myself in harm's way.
That's kind of what I
just to
feel
stop,
like. Yeah.
So.
When you live in this area, I mean, we're not that far north. We are Midwest, but what is there to do in the winter? Snowmobile? I don't have enough money for that shit.
Video games.
Video games.
Everybody else
That's
snowmobiles, but you got to be rich.
Drink.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm fine with
Go
that.
up to Canada, eh?
Dude, I do want to make a trek up there.
I know.
Man.
That's
we
what I
should go to a
would
Jets
say.
game.
That'd be pretty sweet.
No, that'd be so disappointing if they lost.
Who cares? We'd be
But I
traveling
wouldn't go to see
Canada.
the Wild. I'd go to see somebody else.
Like who? Shania Twain?
Yeah, I'd go see a Schneider.
Hey, the Wild have been winning. I don't know.
Yeah,
if they won
let's
yet,
hop
but
back on that
anyway.
bandwagon until they lose 3 in a row, and then we can start talking some more shit about them.
It's Minnesota sports team.
I'm
That's
just
bound to
saying.
happen.
I'm just saying. You know,
what do you want to talk about today?
I don't know. I just wanted to. I'll just say something that having your birthday next to Christmas is good and bad.
I can't wait to hear this.
I've always felt bad for people. I remember being a kid and being like, man, I mean, even though I have a birthday in February and that's close enough to Christmas,
I feel like
it's like you have to share it with the holiday. Everybody's like, well, I can get you all your gifts right now. And as a kid, that's lame.
Or you could be an asshole only child, spoiled only child like he is over here and get like freaking multiple present
As
gift
he
days.
sips from his iced tea.
Yeah. So, what is it like to have Christmas that close to your birthday? Do you get presents like your parents give you presents today?
Maybe I've already got them.
Oh.
What I used to do is, well, I guess my analogy that I was going to say is it's like grinding for a long time to beat a particular boss. Then you save up all these bonus points and energy, and then you can finally like upgrade your character like beyond, like buff it out, but beyond whatever the bosses you have. The same thing. So it's like, okay, well, it's my birthday, but it's also Christmas. So what if I gave you this in exchange for that? So I basically try to obtain, when I was a kid, some higher ticket items.
Mom, this is too expensive. Well, we'll use it as part of your Christmas present too. Like that.
That's
kind of
fine.
Thing. Yeah, I gotcha.
I was very humble though. I mean, at least I thought I was. Maybe, I don't know. I try not to be stereotypical only child kid. You know what I mean?
Trust fund baby.
No,
No, not that close.
That's not a thing. No, I do. I mean, I don't know. Being an only child, yeah, I guess has its advantages.
Yeah, see, your family's different than mine too.
When you get a game of Monopoly, who you playing with when you're an only child? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. The dog, your cousins.
I was going to say, wasn't your dog?
Yeah.
I like your dogs.
And I felt bad, so I let her win. So
I don't know. Your family's different than mine. My family would be the consolidation kind of family.
Did you ever have sweet birthday parties?
Not that I can really remember.
Rocket Planet?
No, I think most of
Pizza
my
Planet from Toy Story?
Well, we were fairly broke throughout my life, so
Yeah.
I think when I had my birthday, I could pick out like the 2 people I wanted to really spend my birthday with, so I'd pick out like a couple of my friends. And I think I still kind of celebrate it that way. This kind of
that's kind of how I like it.
That's how I am now. I'm just like, hey, I get this group of 4 or 5 buds.
I get you two. That's what I get.
Well, good. Well, you should be happy with that.
I'm not
This
mad.
covers me for Christmas too, by the way. Just so you know.
Oh yeah, that was a good intro too. I did not expect that. That came out of left field.
Well, thanks
That's
to your
for
mother.
sure.
She helped me out with that.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, thanks,
Appreciate
Susan.
it.
I know she's listening.
Thanks,
She
Mrs.
is.
Cottrell.
You almost said it right.
I know, but I never say it right, so it's okay.
So I get to talk about what I want to talk about today, right?
That's right. It's all you, bud.
That's
yeah,
right.
let's get going. Let's do the Darrell show.
Okay. Well, I'd like to start out by talking about The Punisher because I just watched the new adaptation on Netflix and wanted to hear what you guys thought about it.
I liked it.
Justin, you started it.
Yeah,
Jake,
I'm
you
like a
finished
couple
it.
episodes, 2 or 3 episodes in.
First, I'm going to say...
That's it?
Yep.
I think I threw you off. I think
You
kinda,
did.
Yeah,
I was
kinda
totally
did.
into it, and then
I was, you know.
I was into it. First 3 episodes. Middle was just kind of a slog.
Yes, that's where I was.
yeah,
when I talked to him
that's
about
kind
it.
of what Jake was saying.
And
But then it
then-
kind of turns a corner.
By episode 11, you're like, okay, I see the merit in this.
Well, I can see where it's gonna be.
No, the reason I want to talk about The Punisher, I don't know everything there is to know, and that's going to lead into a topic of conversation we're going to have after this. But personally, he's one of my favorite superheroes because I love that whole vigilante angle.
Anti-hero. Jinx.
Very nice.
You have to make the next round at drinks.
Okay.
Is he an anti-hero, though?
Absolutely.
Because what? He kills military personnel.
No,
that
he kills.
Because he kills
Oh,
without
without
remorse.
Yeah. As
Well,
long as they're bad guys, he kills.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Right, but he's an anti-hero.
But
though.
yeah, I mean,
Because he's still a
Superman
bad
has-
guy.
I mean,
Can I ask
all
you
the
a
other
question?
ones have
Do you think
code.
he's a libertarian?
Probably.
He would probably vote Ron
liberal.
Paul.
He would vote somebody who Ron Paul wouldn't even know. He'd vote Ron Swanson.
We do not belong in this war. Then he
No,
comes along.
I think he'd be. I think he'd be far the other way. I think because he's a military guy and he's like, just that's what he's about and that's the mission. That's it. Like there's no gray. It's black or white. Either you're
That
a
is
good
true.
person or a bad person. If you're a bad person, you're gonna die.
That's a good point.
But
was
it's a great character though.
Yeah,
I mean,
Punisher's
just the
got
visuals
levels
of
and
that
layers,
guy.
and
Awesome.
Other than Carnage and Venom, he's the darkest character in Marvel.
some of the best Marvel characters, I
don't
think,
know,
in my
there's
opinion.
a
With
there.
lot.
with
dark
maybe
Marvel characters.
well, okay, with the most human story.
Yeah,
Hmm?
absolutely.
Hmm?
They did that
Well,
really
yeah.
Especially with his family and blah
Yeah,
blah blah.
it's something everybody can
They're
relate or emote with.
they did the typical Netflix thing where the first season is like the first season of Daredevil was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this, and then it got towards the end of it, and I was good after
Yeah.
that because it really then it gets into it. But I liked it a lot, especially the end of it. It's like I can see where this character is gonna go. I'm down.
Well,
What-
Netflix is starting to kind of
Go
Netflix
ahead.
is
No,
kind
no.
of starting to just think like Marvel in terms of you have your phase 1, your phase 2, your phase 3, making an overall picture. I think. 'Cause-
Well, and they're getting away with the rated R stuff before Disney gets wise
yeah.
and starts neutering that too. But John Bernthal, it was built
Yeah,
to
he's
be
great.
the Punisher.
Agreed.
The guy is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What were we gonna say?
What do you think the body count is in between just in Netflix alone? You know what I mean for Daredevil seasons because
Well,
he runs through all the mobs.
I can almost
and
tell you what the exact.
I'm just
kill
curious
count
because
is.
it's like holy crap, he's gone through a lot of people.
I'm gonna say 12.
1,000?
No, in the first season of the Netflix show.
No, I'm saying like Daredevil. Oh, he's killed more than 12 people.
Not in the show. I don't think he did.
Yeah, he does.
I don't think so. Oh yeah, he does towards the end. Yeah, that's true.
Well, right at the beginning, he's at the construction site.
No, right at the beginning, he's killing those dudes from the Daredevil season.
Oh, that's right. He's finishing up the last of the last.
I'm super excited. That's why I wanted you to finish it because I'm super excited about the villain they introduced in the last episode and how they do it.
Is it Jigsaw?
Yes.
I thought it should.
I mean, that's
be.
not a spoiler, really. It's not a spoiler.
Okay, fine.
I mean, it's not. It's one of his main bad guy characters. So you would expect that, you know. It's like
I didn't finish the last episode. And I'm not upset by it.
No, but how they
knowing
do
that.
it, how they
It's
do
kind
it,
of obvious because that's his biggest
I know, but-
antagonist or whatever you want to call it.
how they do it, and yeah, it's good.
At least in the comics, as of 6 years ago, Frank Castle has approaching 50,000 kills.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm trying to
You
still find
said
the
12.
TV show.
No, in the show, I thought you were talking about the Netflix show, but then I forgot about the ending of it.
I don't think that random fact exists unless somebody sat there and count each individual
Oh,
person.
there's people out there would do.
You think so?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Justin's like,
Give me
yeah.
a second.
yeah.
Yeah, just hang on a little.
His
bit.
video's not loading.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't. I always loved the Punisher, and I until recently I didn't ever see him getting an awesome movie, but
90 kills
90.
in the show,
at 0.1 kill per minute of the show.
no,
Wow.
90 kills.
I guess.
Yeah.
The Punisher is a rare example of a Marvel character transforming from a supporting player into a headliner who could carry his own story.
Yep.
In 1974, Frank Castle was created by Gary Conway and artist John Romita Sr. and Ross Andrew as adversary to Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, when I first kind of got into this, The 2004 film with Thomas Jane. That's what really set me off on liking The Punisher.
I love that movie.
I think that's when he kind of got a little bit more mainstream.
Because I didn't know anything about the '89 version with Dolph Lundgren. Like I've seen him.
Well,
like,
you
here
were
and
born
there.
that year, as we learned.
No,
today.
let me ask you a question specifically for Jake.
Mm-hmm.
When you bought the Punisher comics, because I didn't buy a lot of the comics, I just rented them from the library, and I'd never get them in succession, so it would always be like, yeah, it would
I
always
still read comics from the library like that.
Well, it's just like I get like episode 113 from Batman, and then it'd be 117. You know, it bounced around. But here's my question: was there a rating system in place? Because I know that
in comics, no.
No, I mean just for the Punisher himself. I guess I should personally know that if I want to talk about him. But
What do you mean?
well, like, did you have to be a certain age to buy the comics?
No, because
Of the graphic content?
No, because when Punisher first showed up, they might have showed a little blood. You know how comics were. Everything was back then.
Yeah, well.
And by the time he became brutal, there's no.
In the 90s, nobody
I'm trying
cared
to think
and stuff.
I'm trying to think when Spawn first came out, because like I said before, I worked at Schindler's, and I'm
Yeah, you
trying to
did work-
remember if we had to have. If some little kid came in and wanted to get
there's,
Spawn,
like,
and like
boobs and stuff in Spawn, obviously.
But at the same time, we weren't butthurt back then. I was like, yeah, read it, man. It's good stuff. Like, we weren't worried about what the parent would come in and
Well, I
sue
remember,
our store. Or
yeah,
something
later
bullshit.
on they would be wrapped in plastic or whatever. So
That
you
was
couldn't
no the
browse
only.
through it.
Well, they were always wrapped in plastic, but I remember people being able to take them out. But the only time they ever bothered me specifically at Schindler's, because I was a customer first there, was when I was younger, and if you were messing around with the adult comics section,
Yeah.
they would come over and ask you how old you were.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was looking at one. The guy's like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, 18. And he looks
84.
at me. And he's like, "Okay," and just walked away.
That's all you needed to
for
say.
for all that mattered. But anyway, all I remember of Punisher, I never followed Punisher comics, the Punisher comics.
Yep.
I always saw him in other comics. That's
Yep.
what I have.
Well,
have.
Yeah, he was
Spider-Man
a
originally.
featured kind of.
Well, he was against Batman. They did a Punisher versus Alien, or not Alien, Predator, something like that too. They did do all.
Oh, I'm
these.
sure they did a spin-off.
He does a lot of crossovers.
Yeah, and the Punisher and Daredevil stuff was always cool because they were both anti-heroes.
Yeah.
Because in the comics, Daredevil killed people too.
Oh, yeah, big time.
I think he does in the show too, if I remember.
Spider-Man never does, though.
Well, only on accident.
Ooh, that's a whole other
Killed Uncle Ben.
topic of some conversations.
I like the Thomas Jane one though.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was a
that's
good
about
one.
John Travolta. I mean,
That's the worst part about
Why?
it. But seeing him drug behind a car as it's exploding is kind of cool.
It had the hokiness and funniness, but still. Plus, I love Thomas Jane. I don't care what anybody says.
The fight with the was it the Russian?
Yes, and
With,
it was Kevin
Kevin
Nash.
Hart.
Kevin
Kevin Nash,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah,
Kevin Hart.
it was so great. But the acting was not great. Thomas Jane was awesome. But speaking of Thomas Jane, did I tell you I watched that Stephen King adaptation? on Netflix?
1922.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think about that?
The story.
I don't know if I finished it.
The story I
remember.
liked, but Thomas Jane, that was probably one of the better characters I've ever
I know.
seen.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Just
wow,
seems like
this guy.
it's like, wow, did that dude like grow up on a farm in Nebraska
Yeah,
or
it was
what?
weird because he almost didn't recognize him because he like played it so good. Yeah. The only thing they should have done is put like a piece of grain in his teeth. So
I
when
was
he
thinking
gritting
that.
like that. But anyway, it
I've
was
never heard of this movie.
it was
It's on Netflix. It's an
pretty new.
original.
Yeah,
it's
it's an
based
original.
off of Stephen King's
short
short story.
yeah.
Without spoiling too much of it. Well, I mean, you really don't spoil it. Basically, it's a farmer who kills his wife because she's trying to take the farm and his son. And
Moved into the big city or whatever, and then it's about them dealing with the guilt after.
My face
yeah,
is
it kind of reminds
shocked.
me of Telltale Heart, like the old Edgar
Yes,
Allan Poe story.
absolutely. Yeah, where you can like see things and you're hearing things because you're so guilty about
Yeah.
things.
I'm going to take a hard right turn and ask you if you ever heard of Circus Circus.
Well, yeah.
Of course. That's where I spent all my birthdays.
It was not nearly as good as Chuck E. Cheese, though.
Yeah, but the Showbiz Pizza Band was superiorly disturbing, if that's even a word.
Disturbing, yes. Not as good, though, as the Chuck E. Cheese band.
You mean you don't like animatronic animals
That
screaming
gorilla
out
scared
words at...
the hell out of me. I had nightmares for weeks that he was going to climb over that keyboard and chase after me through there. Do you remember that place, though?
I remember that Circus Circus had the superior video games.
Oh,
like
yeah.
arcade games there. And there was one in the Harmar Mall. That's where I used to go.
Harmar, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Rocket Fire Explosion?
No.
It's I know it was on Netflix, but this was a couple years ago I saw it.
What is this about?
It's a documentary. I totally forgot about it until you brought it up. It's a documentary about this guy who I think like buys like one of those like animal bands, like when like a local pizza joint goes out of business or something, and he like revitalizes it. and like tours her with it and stuff, and made it like a museum or something. It's tough to explain, but it was a really weird documentary.
What's the name of it again, please?
The Rock-afire Explosion.
Rock-afire Explosion.
Great name. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah,
I
you
like
should check it out.
That hits me right in the feels because that was my.
I'm writing it down right now.
That was like
Rock-afire Explosion is the story of a small-town disc jockey, a struggling inventor in an animatronic rock band that quickly becomes the eccentric portrait of childhood memories, broken dreams, and the resilience of the human spirit. So,
Speaking about broken human spirit, we talked about the Infinity War a little bit. I saw that trailer, though, one more time, and...
dude, I'm pumped. I don't even care.
Really?
I'm so excited.
I'm on the fence. I know I was making fun of it last week, but at the same time, I'm just like, God, this is going to be pretty cool.
Dude,
do you think there's going to be Act 2? Or are they going to drag it out?
No, it's 2 parts.
See, I hate that.
Well, they had
There's
to.
no resolution when there's 2 parts.
it'd be like a 5-hour movie, man.
They have to.
Just one is like 2.5.
Unless there's Infinity War and not, it's just going to be Infinity War and then the next movie after that. There's one more, I know.
Can I say something?
I'm so pumped to see all those characters together.
That is cool.
That's cool.
Well, now, I just think it's funny that we're talking about superheroes again this week. And Justin, last week, you were like, I'm over superhero movies and blah, blah, blah. And I
like
get
they
it.
heard me.
There's, yeah. Yeah. And then now that Fox is, knocking boots with Disney, we're going to see Wolverine.
That's crazy,
You can
man.
see some X-Men and some...
Forever.
Yeah, they got X-Men, they got Aliens, they got Predator, they got...
Stop. It's already giving me a headache.
Stop. Drop.
Shut it down. Open up shop.
No.
Oh.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Okay.
Speaking of Predator, just because you brought that to my brain, did you play the Wildlands Predator yet?
Oh, I forgot about
What
that.
is that?
I watched some gameplay of it.
I never heard of this.
Sick.
So Ghost Recon Wildlands, the open world.
I've never played it.
I got it for cheap.
It's like The Division, but in the jungle.
How much?
I got it for
Probably
30
cheap.
with all the DLC at Costco a few months back.
I'm almost thinking about it now because this looks so
But they just released a free DLC last week, basically where you just hunt the
hunting.
predator in the jungle. Can you play as the predator?
No. You get what happens is you get a call. I watched a dude play through this. And you Darrell needs a birthday drink.
We'll go.
You're just basically running through and you're getting these signals, so you have to go explore these signals, and all of a sudden you find the ship laying in the jungle. Like his ship, like his little escape pod thing.
Oh yeah,
And then all of a sudden you start hearing him like in the trees and things like that. And lines from the movie, music from the movie, all the original stuff. It was so sick watching this dude play through it. And I think you get the Predator.
So they must have
mask
licensed it to him then.
Well, Predator's been licensed to a couple of games now. Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's true.
Things like that. But you get
Midway.
if you beat him, which is crazy because he is like invisible in the trees shooting his laser thing. All of a sudden a laser pattern shows up on you.
Yeah.
You have to run. And he has his little
The shoulder cannon?
No, well, he has a shoulder cannon, but he has that little disc that he's throwing too.
Yeah.
But the noise and the sound is so perfect. The music, it's right from the movie. It's so great when you're running through the jungle. And I think you get his helmet as a reward for beating him, so you can see.
I think you
heat
get.
vision.
Don't you get like a invisible cloak shader too?
Could
like
be.
He does.
I'm sure.
I think
but
you get a couple items. If
it was like, okay, that's cool. Especially when they were running around in the jungle and he's up in the trees.
and it's free.
Stuff.
I like free.
Yeah. It's a free thing. Speaking of free thing, I'm really thinking that we should get back into Grand Theft Auto pretty soon because there is so much DLC out there right now for free. And I was watching some stuff for this new Doomsday DLC, and where you can fly the DeLorean as part of your getaway cars and stuff.
Really?
What?
Yeah. And there is so much extra stuff in this game. I haven't played that game.
I think that's another Fox franchise.
Can you imagine mods in that game on console?
You don't
It'd be
need 'em.
insane.
No,
I'm just saying.
I've seen the mods on PC, and they're amazing.
I know, but just
So-
imagine if that was available to us, just like a Game Shark. Like even if they could like break it down and put it into like a disc.
Yep.
My favorite mod I ever saw was the Macho Man Randy Savage dragons in Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Yes.
You hear him coming.
Yeah.
I'm coming to get you.
And
It's
dragon
the big-
flies over. It's just his head on there. My favorite. I think one of my
Thomas the Train.
favorite mods was the real life mod for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh yeah.
Because it actually looked like when you went in first person mode, they had the filters and everything where it looked real.
There's crazy like high definition mods for that too and stuff. It's nuts.
But I think
Never
we should
heard of that.
I think we should get back into that and start doing heists and stuff again. Dude, it's been a long time
Yeah.
since I played it. 360, I think.
Well, that little that Hot Wheels racing they were doing, like the crazy tracks. I was getting into that last
Tron
summer.
Oh,
bikes.
I thought you were talking about Forza Horizon 3
Oh no,
DLC.
No.
I'm confusing it.
No,
with
that was
but
like $25
yeah. What
for
the heck?
3 cars or something.
Yeah, it's called your favorite microtransactions
True.
Kill
We've
me.
talked enough about that.
brought to
I don't wanna
life.
talk about it anymore.
You think we can grab a drink quick?
I mean, we could.
It is your birthday.
How many breaks do you want to do in this?
I don't really care. No, everybody out there, do you care? I
We
don't think
should-
they care.
What we should do is have it all right here and just do it as we're going.
Just have a little.
Maybe
drink
we should
bar
have
and-
prepped. You guys could have thought ahead a little bit.
I did a
Yeah.
whole intro about your birthday, you dick.
That's right. I apologize.
And we'll be back.
We will be back. You're lighting a candle right now. On a cinnamon. You're going to light the box on fire. Hang on. Thank you. Thank you. Why are there sprinkles all over the...
I don't know. It's your.
Am I supposed to leave it lit or should I blow it out?
Well, look at it.
Make a wish.
What language is this in? Ah, the cat.
You wish for the cat? You can have him.
Ready? Yay! Hey, let me ask you a question quick. What's your favorite type of cocktail during the winter holiday season? I mean, you have your traditional ones. You have your whisk. You have your vodka Collins. You have your White Russians.
Which
yeah,
we're sipping on
I'm
right
having
now.
one right now, and this is growing on me.
Very
Yes.
good. I'll tell you what mine
Alcoholic
is.
chocolate milk.
Coffee and Bailey's.
Chiafi.
Hot coffee and Bailey's.
That's a pretty good one.
Have you ever had coffee in your car?
I don't
Yeah.
own a car.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. I own a car.
Oh,
Hey, guys.
hey.
You probably didn't know this, but you probably did. That thing with the candle, that was a real nice touch. They lit a candle for me, and Justin almost lit the box on fire.
Yeah, and I almost tripped over the cord. And is the episode still? Yeah, we're good.
We're recording.
I saw
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't
Star
want to talk
Wars
about
is
it
out.
at all.
Yeah, it's a pretty popular thing, actually.
You went and saw Star Wars, huh?
Yeah, I saw the War of the Stars, the Disney Star Wars
Yeah, I think I saw that it was out.
episode.
I
8.
went
I'm
like-
hoping to go see it tomorrow.
Really?
Yep.
With who? Your mom?
Myself.
You're gonna
'Cause
go alone
I'm not going at night when everybody else can. When there's people out there, I'm going early.
in the AM?
Yeah. Plus
With all
it's
the old
matinee
people.
Plus matinee price.
Yeah, matinee prices are something to talk about.
When I go to a theater and I'm into a movie, it really bothers me when there's a ton of people.
There's that Wind Song that's over there. They do like really cheap movies during the week.
What the hell's Wind Song?
I don't know.
Well, there's the Andover Theater too. I could probably,
There's
or
that,
even
too.
the White Bear Theater. That little tiny 8-plex or whatever the hell
Yeah.
that thing is, or 4-plex. They probably have it.
Off
there.
of 10.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I want to go see it. Before it's just a matter of time before something's spoiled.
I'm not gonna spoil
Did
anything.
you get anything spoiled? Don't
I don't know.
don't tell me too much.
I don't know. I don't know. I just
and
see,
you never know if you do.
I just see
but-
people bitching about it, but they were doing that about the first one, and I try not to. I literally have tried to stay off of media for the weekend, but it is what it is. There's been times, trust me, I wanted to watch the spoiler talk and just see what people, what it is. I want to know what it's about, but at the same time, I'm just like, I know there's going to be awesome parts, and there's going to be parts that bother me.
When
so
I was
whatever.
watching it, I was like telling the person I was with, pinch me, please.
Okay,
because
don't-
I've
stop. Just stop talking about.
No,
Oh, that you're seeing it.
Yeah, like just the fact that I'm like in the theater and I'm sitting down. It's that time of the year. It's like, oh, one weird thing about episode 3 is that it's going to be released on May 24th. I hear instead of a December release.
Yeah,
Because
which is weird.
I guess
Episode
Indi-
9.
Yeah, episode 9 will release like May 24th, 2019, because
That's pretty quick.
I bet you a hamburger that doesn't happen.
it's gonna happen
I bet
because
you it
Indiana
gets
Jones
pushed.
5 comes out
So what?
around December.
Who
I'm
cares?
sorry.
I know.
I guarantee you.
Well, Harrison Ford's almost 80 years old.
I love that
So
dude.
what does he need to do another Indiana Jones?
Well, they're going to.
Because the last one
Do you think he
merited
needs
such
to?
a sequel.
Yeah, I think it did.
My
He wakes
theory
up on a
is-
spaceship.
My theory is that he wants to go kill off Indiana Jones like he, spoiler, did Han Solo in the last episode.
Spoiler, like
Spoiler on a 2-year-old movie.
You know, I was there. I've watched that movie 20 times probably now, I suppose.
What movie?
Force Awakens.
Okay.
And at first, I was like, when Harrison Ford died, you know, Han Solo, who is probably my main character in Star Wars that I love.
Yeah,
right.
Everybody loves Han.
Or Darth Vader. As a kid growing up with that, it really saddened me, and I was like, why did they have to do that? And blah blah blah. But you know what? Depending on what happens with Kylo in this, it does make sense. I mean, it's just that we've lived with that character for 30 years.
I just don't even want to see what his reaction to what we're thinking is, because that's even enough of a spoiler.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't wait to see it. Trust me.
Talk about it. What you can talk about.
Well,
You liked it?
special effects were top notch. One thing I will say without spoiling it is there was a lot more use, at least personally from what I saw, of practical effects.
Good.
Which I really clung to.
Did your
my
favorite
liking.
character make a reappearance though?
Miss CGI herself. Maz
Do you want to
Kanata.
know that?
Well, that's so what? I could care so less about.
Well,
that.
what about our listeners?
Well, I know that she's a main part of the story anyway because it's been talked about. I thought it was funny because
A pleasing amount is what I will say.
to you.
To me.
So like 32 seconds.
A pleasing amount to
Yeah,
me.
I was playing that Battlefront campaign, and I got to that part where she's in it, and I'm like, oh, jeez.
I know.
I'm not gonna walk out of this, right?
I don't hate her character archetype, and I've said this. Can't remember how many
No,
times
I love
I've
the
said
character.
this.
I don't.
No,
like
exactly. I don't like the CGI bullshit
Yeah,
nature.
No,
took me out of it.
if she was a real actress
exactly.
in like practical makeup or something, it would have been so much better.
She reminds me of Watto from the.
She
from
is the
prequels.
Watto.
Annie. Oh, I'm gonna buy
I
you
thought-
a pancake.
I thought you were talking about Total Recall.
Quado.
No,
Oh.
that's Guado. Guado, right?
Open your mind. No, it's Quado.
It's Guado.
Trust me, that was like one of the couple
I remember what
VHSs
creeped
I
me
had.
Is
out
it
most-
Guado or Guado?
No, Guado is something else.
Isn't that bat poop? Oh, that's
Guano. Guano.
I remember Guado or whatever in that movie.
Quado.
The part that creeped me out the most was his pussy, wet, dilated, weird eyes.
Oh yeah, the dead
Okay,
eye.
so
Yeah.
what's the worst Star Wars movie? Return of the
The second of the remake.
third?
Or the second of the...
Oh, Attack of the Clones.
Was that Attack of the
Yeah,
Clones?
it was too much lovey-dovey BS.
Yeah,
with Hayden
because
Christensen and
Revenge of the
Natalie
Sith.
Portman.
Oh, that's where they're like rolling.
God,
in the
Revenge of the
hills.
Sith was bad, though, too.
It was the best of the three of
No,
them.
it wasn't. The first one was because Darth Maul was in it.
that
That's
fight
a-
scene at
Dude,
Phantom Menace
when
and
the
the
that
pod-
does not
sickest.
save
the
that
pod
movie.
racing scene was sick too.
Yeah, it was.
It sparked a whole line of games.
Dude.
A
That-
whole
Pod
line
racing.
of game.
Well, yeah, like you had like
There's one.
no, there's one on GameCube as well.
Wasn't that just a
That's
report?
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pod Racer 64, wasn't it?
There was 64, and then there was one on GameCube. Yeah, you better tap it in your little computer. Your cat's being nice to me, by the way.
He knows it's your birthday.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
approaching dinner time too.
I
He was like, "Ooh, feed me."
was so... Talk about a death in Star Wars that was unneeded. Why did they kill Darth Maul? He could have carried on through those, at least through those three, and at least
because
made them better.
It's American. We always have to prevail over the evil right away. It's like the instant gratification.
Have you seen any of the like the Clone Wars, the animated stuff?
Yeah, I've
Because
seen some of it.
he comes back.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not dead. He has like a robotic lower body, like a spider body.
Dude, playing him in Battlefront just makes me be like, oh. I
Kylo
just
Ren in
want him to be
Battlefront is
yeah.
tight though. Kylo Ren, I love that. I don't even care. People are, oh, he's whiny. Blah. I love that character.
He needs a skateboard and a The Cure
I don't care.
album
I
while
love
he
that
listens
character.
while he skateboards.
I love
No
it.
one loves that.
I like a flawed bad guy.
Okay, so here's the main topic for today that I wanted to talk about. I brought it up with Justin earlier. Jake, I don't think we talked about it much. What makes a Star Wars fan a fan? Is there such thing as a Star Wars poser, or can you objectively like something without being inundated with extensive knowledge of the series and its characters?
Yes.
Yes, on what front?
Can I just say this as the oldest of us?
Take the floor of the oldest.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but this is Star Wars, and as a kid that grew up with Star Wars as part of your life for the majority of my life, like the better half, the better.
Jake
younger
remembers
part.
pre-Star Wars.
No, I don't.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
remember
joking. I'm
because
joking
ever
with
since
you.
I was alive, I had Star Wars, and
But
I'm-
what
gigantic fan. I don't know all the canon, like the books and things like that.
That's what I mean.
That kind of fan.
And like collecting toys and shit like that. And
But I think a real fan of Star Wars, no matter who you are and how much you know about the thing, if you saw the Force Awakens trailer, yes, and cried or teared up just from hearing the music or seeing it come back like that feel again, that's a fan. There's posers who are the cosplayers and stuff like that do it for attention. I mean, I'm sure there's some fans that I'm going to piss off a bunch of people, but if you
all two of you.
Yeah, whatever. But I think there is posers in that group. I think there's less posers in, because I saw the Force Awakens trailer. You can just look it up. Yeah, I keep saying that. People that watch the trailer, like their reactions, and it was all the older people, like just like bursting into tears or like crying because they were just. It brought it all back, and that's a fan because it meant that much to you. Most of the cosplayers and stuff nowadays have only weren't around when the original movies were
Why are you
out.
hating on cosplayers? Don't
Because
hate
they're kind of weird.
Yeah, but you gotta love Star Wars
furries.
enough. No, exactly. You gotta love Star Wars enough to spend like $80 on a goddamn costume.
No,
to
you
fucking
just
walk
need
around.
to like the look of it, and I mean, they do love Star Wars. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they weren't.
It's so accessible these days too.
Here's my thing.
But they grew up in the sequels or the prequels that were garbage. They just know about.
I
the
grew
old
up
Star
right
Wars.
before then, so I saw all the old movies remastered when they came back into theaters.
Right, but they were still old movies to you.
Exactly.
Right. When I was growing up, they were like the new shit. Like all those special effects were. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Blew my
But I'm
head
talking
off.
about like A New Hope, Empire, Return. Those I resaw those in the theaters, and that's what personally sparked my love.
That was with his.
No, if you watch the old movies and you're talking about like specific droids and stuff, I only know like the mainstream ones. That's where I'm trying to differentiate in between. Differentiate.
Awakens, huh? Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
I
I
wish
know.
I could say a real word. Well, Awakens is a real word. Anyway,
But
sorry.
I'm saying just knowing like deep lore and like, oh, that's BB-4226. He was in blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that's
knowing stuff like that, like over the top.
That's an obsessive part of it. But that goes with anything like Pokemon,
Especially
fans
being a
and-
collector.
Yeah.
I think it's like any other sort of fandom. It's a spectrum. There's
But it's
varying ends
real
of it.
hard in Star Wars. Like
Well, it's
it airs on the
because, like
hard
I said,
side.
it's so accessible. I mean, go to Target and look how much Star Wars stuff, or just turn on a TV. Toyota's got Star Wars commercials.
all the
and
Star Wars stuff these days
it's
sucks.
especially now that it's Disney. It's it's not
Not
a
everything
slam, but
sucks.
No, the toys I'm talking about.
Some of them are really cool, like the Lego ones I saw.
Well, the coolest one I've seen so far.
Oh.
Whoops, sorry. Bumped the mic.
Oh.
Was this Funko Pop? This Kylo Ren I picked up. It was pretty awesome.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Funko. Yeah, Funko Pop.
Oh,
These
I
little
thought,
bobblehead
I thought you were
figures.
trying to say Funko Land.
No, or yeah, I know, right? That was my second favorite store of all time.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time. Yeah, I like these little things. They were cool. But, just things about Star Wars make me feel something, and I think that's a true fan.
Well, a huge part of it's music. John Williams.
Gigantic. Just the visuals, though. And the
Yeah.
sound. Like, not even the music, but the sound of a lightsaber.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What's your, out of 10, how much of a fan are you? And personally, you know how much I love it. Like, I saw it first night, not trying to say seeing it before you has any, like, anything to do with it. But I gave myself a 6.5. Because I feel like I didn't know such deep lore into it that I could say I absolutely loved it. But I'm not, like, reading the books. I don't collect old school memorabilia. I don't spend a ton of money on it. Like, do you see what I'm kind of getting at?
I see that. If we're going to count, like, diving into the comics and everything
Like, I
else
don't
that
have
says Star Wars.
I don't
on it.
have a Star Wars man cave with
Right,
all
with
this shit.
encyclopedia
Yeah,
about
exactly,
stuff. I mean, I
exactly.
have shit all over the place hanging. I have an X-Wing fighter. I got stuff hanging and I have a Brisk iced tea promotional thing with Darth Maul on it with the big head. Remember when they were doing the claymation Brisk iced
yeah,
tea stuff?
yep.
And they had a Darth Maul one, and I got that. For some reason, it's just standing up in my spare bedroom.
Why not?
But I would say then, if you're talking about deep lore, not knowing deep lore, I'm going 9.5, because the only thing I don't know is like the offshoots of Luke's spawn, his, whatever they did with him in the canon and everything else. But other than that, anything Star Wars, I'm down. I mean, I've even watched the prequels multiple times, and they are awful movies.
The
But
second one's the worst, but the part with Django or Boba Fett, that fight, that was pretty good. That was probably the best part of the second movie for sure.
But he was just like, they just did a disservice to him too.
Out of all the prequels, Phantom Menace stands the strongest, in my personal opinion.
Disagree.
Why?
I don't know.
Dude,
That
well,
fight
it's
with
just-
Edward Norton and
Edward Norton.
Yes, you are a 6.5,
wow,
aren't you?
thank you.
Yeah, jeez.
I am.
No.
No, what's his name?
Darth Maul does not save that
Who plays
movie.
Obi-Wan? Please help me.
Liam Neeson?
No.
Oh my
Plays
God.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh, Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor.
That's right.
That's
Thank
what I.
you.
Not Edward Norton. I apologize. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Okay.
Jeez, you guys.
Darth Maul was the guy that played the Headless Horseman in Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow.
Yep.
And I cannot remember his
Are you
name.
talking about that live-action adaptation with
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp?
It was awesome, by the way. And I
movie's
even have
messed.
the Todd McFarlane toy set of the Sleepy Hollow with him riding on his horse through the woods.
I heard
had,
a distant cat meow.
It's Floyd. He probably has a painful poop going on or something.
Thank you.
But Darth Maul,
What's your numbers? No, you didn't give me the
What do you-
numbers.
I said 9.5.
You said 9.5.
Absolutely. That 0.5 is all the canonical BS that
Hmm.
people just wrote because there was nothing Star Wars.
See,
coming
I
out.
gave 3.5 points just to that bullshit because it takes a lot of time and money and investment to love something that much.
Yeah, but it's not part of it's an offshoot of the core story that I love and the core characters I love.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So, if you're not a big fan, hang on to that thought. If you're not a huge fan, you like for me personally, like the Harry Potter movies, I haven't read all the books. I read most of them, but I also just like watching the movies.
I like watching them too,
But
but
I'm
I don't
saying-
know anything about them.
Exactly. So, could I say I'm a Harry Potter fan, or am I just fair weathered? You
No, you're
understand?
like- probably
That's
like-
my question that I'm trying to raise. Like, so you think you're 9.5? I think I'm 6.5. Even though you probably have, I'd say like 30% more knowledge on certain things than me. Justin, I'm not sure where you're at personally. What's your number?
Well, I would give myself probably an average of 7.
Now,
That's
but-
where I was.
now,
I was undercutting myself
Okay,
though.
okay, but put yourself in my shoes. Let's say you grew up watching those movies in the theater. I suppose you can't really put yourself in that
I
position,
did.
but
When they were
Dude.
remastered, I didn't know they were
no,
old.
yeah, but the remastered.
No,
Ugh.
not the CGI bullshit. This was before that. I'm talking remastered when THX
Okay.
or whatever that is came out, and I saw it at the Brooklyn Park Theater, right over by where Circuit City used to be.
Oh, yeah, the Brookdale Cinema.
Exactly. Like I saw it back in the day, and the only thing I had was a VHS tapes, so I saw the original version just remastered into the theater, and I'll never forget seeing A New Hope. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Next to the part in Independence Day when the alien wakes up and they're doing surgery on him. That was pretty sweet.
Oh, dude, that was
Oh,
intense.
Cinematic
I thought
experience.
Data was in that too.
Yeah.
Brent Spiner.
Yep.
Spinner.
Yeah.
Spiner.
Yep.
Spiner.
Yep. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. I don't. It's hard to say if you're just a Star Wars fan. I don't think there's any. Well, I'm better than you. Like I don't think there's.
Star Wars
anything
is
Well-
kind of like a religion. It's like
There's
It is.
there's
chauvinists.
different sects to it. You know.
Well, I'm not the Jehovah's Witness
SECTS.
chauvinist sect.
Like I mean,
Apologize.
I wouldn't. They're
some
Jehovah's
people
Witnesses.
think Star Wars you don't need to give all your time and money to it. It's just
Dude, you
the
just
love
see a
that
guy
you
with a
hold for the
Star Wars shirt.
franchise.
You're like, no matter how old they are, some little kid has never even seen Star Wars, but his dad got him that shirt, and he's gonna grow up being a proper young man, learning that stuff. The best thing, the proudest moment for me as an uncle was my nieces, both of them, loving Star Wars. I showed it to them like, because they're like so on video games, and it's I'm kind of getting them there. But the first time when I showed them Star Wars, they fell in love with it, and they're excited
Were
about
they just
it.
glued to it?
Yes, and I brought my little niece for her first movie, and I could just picture my mom bringing me as that age.
I know.
You know, that kind of thing. It's a thing you pass down. It's really weird. It's
Why-
it's an entity in itself. I
For
think.
me personally, like the wow. Let's just have a second here. The visuals of the lightsabers and the whole battles, that's what captivated me and left me wide-eyed. I've never seen anything like that, especially in a movie theater. And with the sound and everything else
Sound.
like that, I can't
Yeah.
harp enough on how great. I mean, personally, out of the original 3 trilogy, I'd have to pick A New Hope, even though I know Empire is superior. And I honestly don't mind the Ewoks.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I love Empire. I love the original Star Wars, but Return of the Jedi for me, I think I was in that pocket of age when that came out. I know the Ewoks, blah blah blah, but they were fighting in the woods with like chicken walkers and the all these
Yep,
different kinds
yeah.
of stormtroopers.
ATSTs were like
And
my
it
favorite thing.
Brought it all together. It was like Darth Vader's vindication throughout the entire thing of him coming back so you could still love him as a character.
Well,
He
that's what
wasn't
was
just
still
completely
kind of
evil.
badass about Battlefront 2 is that you're on Endor. And
Yeah.
you're that team. Like, that's pretty cool.
No,
if
I'm
they would
telling
have
you.
expanded upon that.
That's what I'm saying.
But we don't want to spoil it for our
Well,
listeners. But that's all I'll say about the campaign so far.
Star Wars fans will love the first 3 missions of that game. They will love it. And then after
Absolutely.
that, they'll put up with it.
Especially if you play that in Xbox One X. Oh, my God. It looks gorgeous.
Just for fact checking,
Yeah.
Darth
Go
Maul
ahead.
was played by Ray Park.
Yeah.
Martial Arts Masters.
We're having a little fun today because it's a birthday cast.
Yep.
So
yeah,
whatever.
we're struggling
Cheers.
already.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, happy birthday.
Have you ever played Yahtzee? It's a real fun game.
Yes, I like rolling the dice.
Conan O'Brien voted Yahtzee as Game of the Year at the Game Awards. Did you see that?
No, I
He comes on. He did like a pre-recorded thing.
I never used to like Conan
And he's
until
like,
recently.
Right. And he's like, Mario Odyssey. You can run around. I can do that whenever and blah, blah, blah. And he's like throwing these games away. And then he's like, this is my Game of the Year. And it was a Yahtzee. That's what he voted for. That was awesome.
What is that, Jenga?
Yahtzee?
Jenga's a very violent tabletop game. if you think
Jenga's
about it.
loud. Kids love
Exactly.
Jenga.
I
but they
never
hate setting
played
it
Jenga.
up.
Never once have I played Jenga.
Really?
What?
I got it upstairs. We can play it on the podcast and
It just doesn't interest
feedback
me.
on it.
It's like,
Yeah, why not?
that should be a stream.
What's our
kind of thing.
conclusion? Because I feel like we need some resolve in this whole conversation that we're having about.
What's a true fan?
Yeah.
If you love Star Wars, you're a fan.
Like, should I feel
Like
guilty?
I said, I think, like I said, Star Wars, and I think Jake can agree with this. Star Wars is almost to people like a religion.
it's something you pass down.
Well,
And
like, when
it's-
you
it's
say-
it's not always like what you put into it, but it's kind of more your love and support and faith in it.
When
And-
I say the Force be with you, I feel like that has more meaning.
you know how I know I'm a Star Wars? Like,
how
when
are you a
when
Star Wars?
A Star Wars fan?
I'm
When-
a Star
when,
Wars.
When you go to like church,
You know how I'm a Star Wars?
yeah, me a Star Wars.
I'm a Star Wars.
When you go to church, and Lutherans say "Peace be with you," and they're supposed to say "Also with you." And when I hear and when I hear
Peace be
that
with
Star
you,
Wars,
and also
I
with you.
automatically think of Star Wars.
You know what's even better about Star
Uh-huh.
Wars? You go to church and people are all in these suits and everything else. I guarantee you a percentage of those people, when they take that shit off, puts a Star Wars, old school Star Wars, ratty ass t-shirt that they feel comfortable in. There's just something about it that captured. I mean,
it's a cultural icon.
George Lucas hit lightning in a bottle because damn near everything else he's done was garbage. And all the decisions he made, like American Graffiti was great, things like that. But everything after that, and particularly when it comes to Star Wars, he has never made a proper choice, except for Darth Maul, I believe.
I'm honestly excited to see Episode 8 again.
Okay, good. That's all. I don't want to hear.
I've heard a
anymore.
lot of people say that they want to see it multiple times.
Good.
So
Because I feel like I was so in the high beams of that headlight that I was just like I couldn't comprehend half of what was happening. That's how I kind of felt about The Force Awakens too. Like, I absorbed it, but I really didn't really get into it until I watched it like 3 or 4 times, which that sounds obsessive, but I feel like for my light level for loving Star Wars, which I'm still going to say 6.5, 7. I'm
Jake
with
said.
Justin though.
I like what Jake said about the novels. The only reason they put out those novels so much in like the 90s is because they had nothing else.
There
to
was
do.
nothing. Like Star Wars ended in 81,
Yeah.
83, 81, right? 77, 79.
Sounds about right.
81,
81, 82.
something like that. Anyway, it ended, and people were trying to. I mean, that was just
They wanted more.
thing.
They created it themselves.
all that deep lore. Is
I mean, we have that. Would you say the same thing about somebody who's a fan of some franchise nowadays? Who's like, oh, you haven't read all the online fan fiction. Would you
Destiny.
would you take that into consideration? Be like, you're not a fan 'cause you don't read all the blogs about it.
Yes and no. It really depends. All I have to say
It's a
is
spectrum.
we've been waiting 30 years for Luke Skywalker to come back.
I don't want to hear about it. Stop talking.
30.
Just stop talking.
That's all I have to say.
And they kill him right away.
Justin. Oh, I looked at you for a second like I wanted to kill you, and then I realized you were joking. People, please stop spoiling shit. Honestly,
I don't understand what the appeal is. Just be like, haha, because I saw it and you didn't. Now I get to spoil it.
Yeah, people are trolls.
There's
That's
that
what
and
it
the fact
is.
that you have to be the first one out with anything anymore.
Well, that's my deal.
Yeah,
I guess.
24-hour news cycle, instant
I
gratification
will give you
culture.
my opinions on it in due time, and I will not rush it. And
But you will be rushing.
I will rush in while I watch it.
Just blank. I literally had a blanket of popcorn because I was so stressed out.
I don't think I'll even be able to remember the first time I see it. I think it'll be a blur to me.
That's what it was like, kind of. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm watching
The
this.
first time I saw Force Awakens, I was like, I vividly remembered the Millennium Falcon chase scene with Rey and Finn when they first go off the planet, you know, and they're going through the old destroyer. I remembered that. And when Han Solo walks on with Chewie, we're home, like that kind of shit. But there was other things that I had no recollection of. And then I saw it again and again and again. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. Like Admiral Krennic. I forgot that they did.
General
Krennic.
Thank
I
you.
forgot. See, I'm only 9.5, Darrell. But like I
So
forgot.
obviously we don't know anything of
Like,
our
I
numbers.
guess.
Well, no, but I remember.
Well, it's fun to ask what in your head. You remember what?
I
I'm
remember
sorry.
that he was in it, but I don't remember the extent of the scenes that he was in. I was like, oh shit, they had that more scenes that I remember him being in, and like just different things. But it was like, yeah,
No, maybe you're right.
The
It's
first
Captain.
time you hit it,
It's
like,
Captain.
No, it's General. It has to, or it's Admiral.
Admiral Krennic. And then you had
Or
Tarkin.
he's probably Tarkin. That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah,
not
you're
Krennic.
talking about General Tarkin.
Oh,
Yeah.
the CGI
Yes.
of Peter Cushing there.
Yeah, and I completely like. I remember him being in there. I remember like that was cool, but I don't remember. He was in like 8 scenes. And I didn't.
Yeah, he was
remember
in
any
a
of that
lot.
stuff. Yeah,
It took a long time till I was like, that's not real because he is dead.
yeah, it was great though.
I went to the bathroom and looked it up. He's dead.
It established what it needed to. J.J. Abrams knows. It's just like what he did with Star Trek, the reboot of Star Trek that he did. It hit that Star Trek feel. It hit that Star Wars feel. It might have been rehashing some things. He might have been borrowing from stuff. But damn it, that guy knows what he's doing.
Well,
And
they're
I'm
expanding the
excited for
franchise
9
audience,
just
man.
because.
I mean, not everybody is a 9.5, so you know, you gotta get. You kind of gotta. That's the same reason they keep rebooting things.
Are you basing your number off of just excitement in general?
I think he's basing off average.
No,
Because
I'm
there's a lot of
basing-
people who don't.
If
know
that's
anything.
the case, then I'm like 11.
Look, if you asking me how much I love Star Wars, to me, I
Yeah.
would say a 90 on that scale because I love Star Wars. I love it. Anytime I hear it, see it, anything I want, you know, I would love
Over
it.
Star Trek.
Oh God, yeah.
Easy.
Oh, over anything.
Yeah, same.
Over anything. There's nothing in movie wise or
Wrath of Khan.
no,
Really?
no. It didn't have the same thing as. I mean, they're great. Don't get me wrong. I love Star Trek, but I mean, I grew up watching it at the dinner table in black and white, like the original stuff. But it was not Star Wars, and I love Star Wars. Any shirt I ever see, I will stop and look at it, even if I can't buy it.
I bought
I
you
will still
numerous
look-
Star Wars shirts for
Yeah.
gifts. I don't think I got you one this year.
You fucker.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little Secret Santa gift.
Hey man, I
next
got
week.
Star Wars wrapping paper and I got a Kylo Ren.
We get
I'm
gifts
good.
next week.
Yeah, we do.
Oh shit, I can't wait. I like me.
Am
some
I supposed to
presents.
buy gifts?
Yeah,
You
you
are.
better.
Oh,
Wow.
I
Doesn't have
didn't
to
even know that.
A nice jersey you bought for yourself there.
Yeah. Thanks a
Says
lot.
the guy who bought him. Well, I mean,
I got
What
a
jersey is that?
$8 Kylo
this is
Ren.
Todd Gurley who just
What do you
scored me
mean?
6 points.
I don't
He's gonna
know.
carry me to the
I
championship.
don't know shit about football. Yet I'm in the playoffs. Whoops.
That's fantasy.
How's
for
that
you,
chocolate
especially
milk
this year.
going over there?
It's
I got
tasty.
it, yeah, it stays cool too.
It's good.
I was waiting for it to get warm.
It's cozy.
So our consensus on Star Wars fandom is do whatever the hell you want to do and don't listen to anybody else. Because,
No, dude, if you're a fan of it,
Enjoy
if
it.
you
It's there
love
to
it,
be enjoyed.
don't listen to anybody tell you you're less of a fan. That's bullshit.
well, then I'm a 10.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's all in your faith and you're loving it.
Oh, shit. Happy birthday.
Oh, he's got the birthday sneezes. He's gonna be sick next week. I'm really. Can I
Thank
give a
you.
shout out to not coughing this
No,
episode?
there was no coughing.
There is
Twice.
I
I
think
had-
maybe
I
I,
had two
coughed
right now.
once. So yeah, we're doing pretty good these weeks.
It's so much better. I thought I was gonna die.
You guys
want to
take a hard right turn?
Sure.
Let's
take
That's
a
what we're
hard
here
right
for.
turn.
What else is new?
I don't know.
If you keep going right, we're right back at where we started.
Left. 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left.
Yep.
And you know what I say about that?
Drink.
That's right.
Oh.
That's right.
I saw that they're making a World War Z game.
Yep.
I thought that was kind of weird with the highly anticipated release of Days Gone, still slated for 2018.
No, is
I
Days Gone that like clip I always see on Facebook where it's like the zombies pouring out of that train car?
Yeah, it's like
and
the
With the
same,
motorcycle guys.
And
It's
they've been
literally
making
the
it for-
same thing.
They've been
No.
making it for like 3 years.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's a big production game. It's about. It's almost like a. How to describe it?
You want to
Well,
look
it's
up
a-
World War Z, and I'll do Days Gone.
I think World War Z is gonna be more like a Left 4 Dead, and then Days Gone is gonna be actual story kind of thing. Like, what's the
How
zombie
will
game that we
I
love?
feel like you have it backwards, personally.
Well, it
don't
depends
think
on what
so.
they're adapting from. Are they adapting from World War Z the book, or are they adapting from the crappy
they're
World War Z
adapting
movie?
from how the zombies are. That's what we've seen
You
so
have to
far.
think.
So they're adapting from the movie and that whole thing. Because the book was completely different.
Days Gone is being published by Sony Interactive.
It's gonna be
so they're
way
not
better.
they're not going to mess with it.
It's
or
going
mess
to be
around.
way better.
You're going to find that World War Z will be a lot more third party.
Either Days Gone is going to be really good, or it'll never come out.
It's going to come out.
I don't know. They've been working on it for a while, man.
But the thing is why would you be in competition with yourself over The Last of Us 2? Even though the Last of Us 2 we won't see till PS5.
Daisy.
That's my early prediction right there. We won't see Last of Us 2 until next gen.
Oh, yeah, it's not going to be for 2 years, probably. No, they said it was 50 to 60%.
Oh, next gen?
Yes.
It'll be late next year, fall next year.
Bullshit.
They said it was 50 to 60%.
Total bullshit. It's going to be PS5.
I kind of agree with you, but no, they're going to have
Okay,
no.
here's another idea. It's going to be PS5 and PS4.
It's going to be PS4 and PS5 enhanced. If
PS5 is just going to be a step above the X.
They will.
I'll put money on it.
They won't go. They will not make a Last of Us for this generation of PS4. It will not happen.
Yes, they will.
Okay, I'll bet you.
They already did.
You want to bet?
It's called The Last of Us Remastered.
No, that
You guys should bet the game.
No, bet the game.
Yeah.
I don't even have a PlayStation.
Well,
I do.
So World of Z is being developed by Saber Interactive?
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's the only reason that we even
Never
saw
heard of
that was because it was the Game Awards.
It was Game
and they
Awards,
needed
yeah.
announcements.
Yeah, we needed to see somebody getting their extremities kicked in with a hammer. That was real nice.
Dude.
Yeah, it says it's going to be a
trailer was
4-player co-op action game.
Yeah, it's gonna be Left
Days
4 Dead
Gone
kind
or
of thing.
World War Z?
World War Z.
Okay, so it's going to be a little bit more arcade. And then
The
you're going to have a
studios
little
work-
bit... Oh, go
Studios
ahead. Yeah,
work
yeah.
includes shooters like Inversion, Time Shift, and Quake Champions.
Do you have the developer name by any chance?
I believe I said it was Saber Interactive.
Saber?
Yeah, you want me to say it again? I hate that word. Saber.
Well, I feel like they made Power Rangers.
That
Maybe?
was Saban, the
Ooh,
animation company,
very
or
similar.
the production company. And
Thank you so much.
That was a
Days
movie
Gone.
or a TV production.
Days Gone is Cyben Studios, Sony Interactive Entertainment. I don't know. I mean, Days Gone is going to be a lot more narrative driven, and I'm excited for it. But if it's going
I
to be,
haven't seen anything about it.
if it's going to be
really.
backward or cross compatibility between Xbox and PlayStation,
It's not. It's a Sony game.
No way.
Yep, it's exclusive.
So
World War
they're-
Z is not, but Days Gone. is.
Yeah, no, World War Z says.
So Sony's
All
on
of
some
them, even
next
PC.
level BS because why would you have Days Gone and The Last of Us come out around the same time?
Completely different game, and
No.
it's because Sony rules the exclusive.
Yeah, but why would you make two similar games?
It's not similar at all.
Okay, so you have World War Z type zombies in Days Gone, and then Last of Us is going to be more like faction and narrative driven.
That's
and
all
with
it
a
is.
darker story.
Last of Us is a story-driven game with some cool combat mechanics.
I feel like we're talking about three different levels. We're talking about World War Z on the far
yeah,
left
I'm
hand of
super
the spectrum.
confused.
Really?
No.
Okay, World War Z on the far left hand.
No.
Where it's just arcade. Then you have Days Gone, which is like, it's kind of arcadey, but there's a story there. And then you have Last of Us, which there's going to be gameplay and brutal shit that's going to happen. But we're going to be playing it for the story. And if we're playing as Ellie's mom, or we're going to be playing as like the ghosts of Joel, who really knows?
Whoa.
I have the perfect analogy for you. Last of Us is going to be the Uncharted type game. That's like 12 hours, 13 hours of a linear story
Okay.
with good mechanics, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Days Gone is going to be like any Ubisoft open world game where it's 30, 40 hours. Capture this point, reclaim humanity.
Assassin's Creed.
Blah, blah, blah. World War Z is going to be Left 4 Dead type. Jump in, jump out. 4-player, we can just jump on and be like, hey, let's shoot some zombies for a while. That's how I look at it.
That's a really good point
It
of
was
view,
pretty
actually.
good. I just came up with that.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Justin, anything to add?
I don't have anything clever to add, no.
Have you played Last of Us, Justin?
God.
The first one?
Yeah.
Of course
Hey,
I did.
Did you beat it?
Yeah.
Did it make you emotional?
Yeah, it was pretty
It makes
tough.
everybody fucking emotional.
Only game I ever cried.
Just leaving that room.
No,
What do you say?
at the very beginning.
Yeah. Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, it just tore my heart out.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question? What the hell have you been playing lately? Because we haven't talked.
We haven't really
Yeah,
been talking general
yeah.
gaming. I've been busy. Normally,
Yeah.
I have nothing to
Yeah,
say.
Justin's got all the nonsense.
But I beat the new Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein 2, the
2.
new Colossus.
Yes.
Okay.
I enjoyed that. It was a really good story. It was immersive. Very
much
first
so.
person.
Very fidgety, though. I felt like the controls, as far as like your twitchiness, sensitivity.
Oh,
I had to
Doom
dumb that
level.
down.
Oh yeah,
It's Doom level.
it's first person shooter, like very sensitive
But
controls.
I'm just
absolutely.
saying. Oh yeah, but it's just.
It
I
was
don't
like
know.
Doom.
It was hard to control. I felt like.
Did you notice how long the game felt, but how abruptly it felt like it ended?
A little bit. I felt like it was kind of building throughout the whole thing.
Right, but then all of a sudden it just stopped. Like
I have not finished it yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Shit, I forgot about that.
Can we give a spoiler? Should we do a spoiler quick?
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna do 3 seconds, clap, and then we're gonna spoil it.
Well, just spoil it. They already know I'm
1,
spoiling.
2, 3.
Clap.
And break. Spoiling.
I'm on Venus currently, so I don't know how far I am. I'm after.
You're getting there.
You're getting there.
Okay.
like a quarter of it left.
Yeah.
Really?
Have you done the TV show edition yet?
No, I don't think he has. That's like the-
He would know if he's even him thinking about it. He
Yeah,
knows
that's
it.
why you go to Venus is for the audition.
Yeah, so you're right there.
Oh, I did the audition already.
That was great.
with
I kicked Hitler right in the goddamn face.
was that
And you
the
got the
best
achievement?
cameo?
Yeah, I got the achievement.
Was
too.
that the best cameo ever? He's like all syphilis ridden and just like they made him like the just horrible,
Just dying.
horrible character. It was great. Or when you get right, that was before, right? When you
Yeah.
get beheaded.
That was.
We're on
after.
spoiler mode for
Yeah, who
Wolfenstein
cares?
2.
You get beheaded in the game, and you're
That
just
was
like,
my
what?
big thing. Is like
That was
yeah,
cool.
when
Yeah,
you-
and they catch the head and then reanimate it on some
Like
other
right away.
cyborg's
Yeah.
body
like
or
that
something.
whole trial when you're like in
Yep.
that big, huge. It's almost like
Yep.
cathedral, and there's just that judge, just death, and banging the glass. I was like sweating. I'm like, holy shit, man, I'm gonna die.
Bethesda-
Like, oh wait, I'm playing a game.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fine.
But Bethesda knows how to build their worlds, man. They
Well, same with never
and
mind.
machine games.
I was gonna say Evil Within 2. They did a better job with building a world, but
I can't wait till Evil Within 3, and there. I hope there is one.
spoilers.
Haven't played.
Oh,
What's
so
our time code sitting at, bud?
It doesn't
over
matter.
there?
What's your next subject here?
18. We're doing pretty good. One thing, I mean, maybe you guys can correct me, but this is the only Xbox exclusive I see for next year. Sea of Thieves.
Who cares?
I know. That's
I'm
kind of. I
excited.
feel bad.
Okay, I would be excited
It looks
for
like
it.
Return to Monkey Island, first person.
I would be excited for it if I knew we all were gaming like we used to do like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Where we'd be like, all right, 10 o'clock, I'll see you guys online. We're going to go sail the high seas. And it'd be fun. Just have like a little pirate crew. We'll all just, no matter how long we play it for, if we play it, for that long of months. But I feel like it would be good
I
if
wish
you could do that.
they wouldn't have showed it 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I've been just like, who gives a shit? By the time it comes out, it's
You
like,
get
okay.
tired of it.
When I
Like-
see that you get attacked by sharks in the water, I'm done.
Yeah.
Done.
Darrell.
Nope.
I
I'm
was-
all done
I
with the
was just-
game.
I was just doing something the other
No
day.
more Sea of Thieves for me. No more.
Oh, I was watching Planet Earth, the Deep Blue,
Hell no.
at the super deep, and it was giving me anxiety. So I could just imagine what was happening to you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, it's so.
It's my
great, though.
birthday. Why are you trying to make me sweat on my goddamn birthday over here?
Because some of the stuff they showed down there was so sick.
It's frightening.
Like talking miles below the surface.
There's like
of the
this
ocean.
giant kite from hell
No,
that
that-
like opens its mouth and it's like 3 feet by like
but it's like
10
this big
feet.
when it
Yeah.
swims around. Yeah, it's like the size of a grapefruit, but it like opens this mouth to swallow everything. Yeah, it's crazy.
No.
The stuff down there and the lights on some of
Whole
these things.
bunch of nopes for me.
It's fascinating to me. That's why I love The Abyss, the movie, so much. It was fascinating.
I got to
to
watch
me.
that again. That's a great movie.
Yeah, the ending was anticlimactic.
Yeah,
Personally.
but the lead actress
Yeah.
was so.
That part, though, when that dude's thing goes down, it's like,
Yeah, and just
implodes.
crushes.
It's like, yeah, you're a dog.
That was Paxton, wasn't it?
Bill Pack? No, he wasn't the bad guy in that.
Oh no, it was the bad guy or it was the dude from Aliens, the second Aliens, the main Marine guy, the good guy.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, man, what is that guy's name?
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want to
right.
look it up, but you all know who I'm talking about. I don't know.
You
What do you
guys like Captain Phasma?
No,
In Battlefront, yes. She's
Brienne
pretty
of Tarth.
sweet.
is she really? Is she in there now?
Yeah, dude, she's a hero.
Oh, is that on the new DLC? Probably came out, huh?
I don't know.
It must be because she wasn't in the
Oh,
original. I don't think.
is it the?
Chick from Game of
It
Thrones.
is Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot. And I was like,
terrible character, awful. In
I
Force
feel like-
Awakens,
I
it's
feel like
so
they're trying
awkward
to make
and
it
so
cool,
just.
and it's if they just let her be, she would
Dude,
be
her
cool.
armor on its own is cool. You don't have to really do it, but the lines and the like, you
That's
could
what I'm
tell it
saying.
was dubbed.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, come on. And you're just gonna put a gun to her head. She's gonna open this shield fucking thing to give away all the rebel stuff. Like that's not gonna happen, man. I don't know. That kind of cheesiness is what drives me crazy about the new Star
They
Wars.
can't all be winners.
Let me ask you guys another question. And I'm gonna throw a complete curveball at you. You guys have no idea this is coming.
Good.
This isn't on the schedule.
It's not. I'm just gonna throw it at you.
I'm sweating.
If any actor could flesh out all of their character arcs from all their films into a dream team, who was the most badass?
What? Explain that.
If any actor, so say like
I see what you're
Stallone,
saying. So if Han Solo could, or if Harrison Ford could become Han Solo and
Indiana
and
Jones, all of whatever
and
they've created throughout the
Deckard
years.
and
Deckard, that would be actually a pretty good
that's
team.
a pretty good team. Harrison.
So you have
Ford's up
Han
there.
Solo, you have Deckard.
You could do your boy.
What about
Keanu.
the Fugitive? The Fugitive.
Wait, so what? So we're talking like if Keanu Reeves could take his Neo and all his other characters,
And John
Exactly.
Wick.
John Wick.
what would be the best Star Wars character?
Like they'd
all
make
that
their
arc?
own army, personally. Mel Gibson.
Oh, you're just talking about who would make like the best team?
Yeah, so like you could have Arnold. He'd be like the Terminator, Commando.
Oh
He'd
man,
be like the dude from Predator. Like all
this
of them.
is a really good question.
I know.
It's like, oh man. I'd like
Ultimately, I
some listener
think-
feedback on that one too, for sure.
I feel like you hit the nail on the head, Justin. Keanu. I mean, who else?
He's the
Stallone.
one.
Yeah.
Van Damme. You could have
Dude.
Jet Li.
Van Damme. I just saw a thing of his new movie coming out.
There's a new movie he's making.
Yeah, it's
Is it called Contra?
Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
What?
Oh, I
It's
did
like
hear about that.
JVD, like his Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, where it was like he was kind of playing himself.
That
not-
was weird.
Yeah,
it was a
this
good
is-
movie, but it got weird.
This is on the same level, I think. But anyway,
Street Fighter 2 live adaptation.
They need to do that again.
They'll never will.
That first
Ever.
one was It killed Raul Julia, man.
I'm gonna
I
give
hate
you.
that movie.
I'm gonna give you an out of left field answer to that.
Ooh.
Billy Zane,
Billy Zane.
Sell us.
Phantom,
Yeah.
bad guy in Titanic.
Okay. He
So he has-
dies.
Yeah, but he has that
The bad guy
Okay.
in the Mummy.
kind of that Jedi thing. If you thought about it, he'd be.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about in the Star Wars universe? So these guys have to live in the Star Wars universe?
No.
Oh well, then I misunderstood your question completely.
Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking serious.
That's why you said out of left field.
If any actor could flesh out their character arc from all of their films into a dream team, who is the most badass?
Arnold.
Arnold's up there.
Keanu.
I think Arnold hasn't beat back in the day. Arnold.
Bullshit. You got John Wick. You got Bill and Ted from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
You can time travel now.
Point Break. You've got what do you mean?
Speed.
Speed. You've got John.
plays
Did
more-
I say John Wick? No.
He plays more humans than he does.
Neo alone could kick everyone's ass.
Yeah, Neo is
Oh
the
well,
one,
if we're
dude.
going on that.
Yeah, Neo is the one.
Yeah, but the Terminator can reap. They're just endless though too. And we already know
9 millimeter
Neo
bullets.
loses to multiple robots. We already found that out in the third.
That's spoiler.
Whatever.
Well, how old is that movie?
I have to say Arnold because he played
What
Last
about Liam
Action Hero
Neeson?
dude.
Qui-Gon? The dude from
Dies.
Taken?
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. So if you're gonna go,
Yeah,
on
but they're a
that
bunch of
level-
old guys.
Craig, the guy that played from
Josh Brolin, dude, he's playing freaking Thanos. He was like
That
one
is
of the,
true.
You know, I mean, man, that is a good one. Okay, now that I fully understand,
It's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question for the listeners.
Yeah, I would really like to get some listener feedback on that question. I like that question a lot. Actors' dream team. Yeah, I like
just-
my Harrison Ford answer. That was a pretty good one, just for right off the bat. I mean,
Jackie
Dang.
Chan.
say it.
Say it.
You can't remember his
My
name,
chick
can you?
from Resident Evil.
Oh,
Mila
Mila
Jovovich?
Jovovich.
All her characters.
Oh, yeah, just the
Yeah.
chick from Fifth Element's basically like
That's
Neo.
what I'm saying. Let's throw some SWJ in there.
Okay.
I'll say her. I'll take her.
Is that not suitable for work?
No, because that would
I don't know what
eliminate
you're
the
talking
J part of that.
I have no idea.
Anyway,
I really don't.
yeah, let's go Mila. That's my answer. Mila Jovovich.
Hey, you got any sweet pizza places around here?
about. We should get a pizza tonight
I'm
for your birthday.
I'm kind of thinking about it. I got cash.
That sounds good.
It's your birthday.
Hey, everybody out there, if you're going to have a nice, sweet holiday ham-baked pizza, I'd suggest that you get it at somewhere.
Jets.
Jets is pretty tits.
Jets is good.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I apologize.
Jets is boobs.
Jets is boobs. It's Bob's.
Jets is
Jets
Cleveland.
is
Send
Bob's.
Send Bob's.
Send Bob's.
I
please.
saw a Send Bob shirt online. I was gonna get it.
Are you
for
serious?
You.
They have a
Really?
shirt?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I want that. That was one of the funniest things you've ever sent me.
Yeah.
Normally, I get your
Hey,
Tim
Justin.
and Eric and all this other garbage just
Show
to
me your
torture
vagina.
Oh my God.
Bitch lasagna.
Your Leia,
Yeah.
your
Bitch
Leia
lasagna.
vegana.
That was, I literally was crying laughing because that was usually like I
Lost
said.
in translation stuff is usually
God,
pretty
that's so
good,
funny.
no matter which way you're going.
Just go to YouTube and look up Send Bob's.
It's really bad.
God, it's hilarious.
Put in your birthday because it's rated R. Oh gosh.
What else, Darrell? It's your birthday.
Yeah, are you
I
having a
know.
good birthday? What else do you
I'm
want?
having a good birthday. One of the best birthday gifts I can remember was I got a game. I can't remember what year, but I remember I was at a skate land. Probably back in, I'd say, 98. I want to say this game came out. F-Zero X. You ever heard of it?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
you race like triangle
substandard
cars.
compared
So,
to the original.
I'm just like Godsmack. I stand alone
Oh Jesus.
when it comes to being a Nintendo fanboy in this group.
No, that's not true.
That's not your.
That's not true.
painting us in a wrong.
I stand alone.
Yeah. Not only can you not sing, you have a bad judge of character on us.
False. Bears.
I
Beats,
hold them to a higher standard because they
Battlestar
should
Galactica.
That whole last part of that White Russian was straight
Real
up
good.
vodka.
be. Yeah, I know. I'm.
Ooh, that was settling way too long.
The last thing on my list before your
not
secret
the only-
question.
You're not the only Nintendo fanboy though. I love Nintendo.
Well, then
But-
explain yourself, goddammit, because we have
What?
people in question.
okay, explain myself for what?
Exactly for I don't know.
Because I haven't bought a Switch yet. Is that what makes it?
Okay, so say that if you
in that
did-
case, I'm a 3.5, Daryl.
Like I said with Star Wars, it's not what you put into it; it's the love you have for the franchise and what it has.
You have no idea. How
Every
many
time I
hours.
bring up Nintendo, you guys are like, oh.
You have no. He does.
No,
he does.
No.
I hold them to a higher standard because
You
I know they
hold
can
me-
do it.
Look.
Okay, I
look,
understand
look,
that.
Ask,
I get it.
ask my cousin how many hours we put into F-Zero. How we used to take a hat and cut out numbers on pieces of paper, throw them in the hat, and we all had to draw numbers to see which ship we'd get. And we would have a group of 7 of us rotating to see who could get the fastest time and who could perfect it better. How many hours have I played Pilot Wings? How many hours did I play Nintendo or Mario?
Collectively, I'd say 10 minutes.
Collectively, I'd say I played more Nintendo than you have.
False.
That's
Just
not
because he's
false.
old, dude.
That's not
False.
false. That's not false.
Totally false.
Yeah, you would lose that bet instantly.
What if?
I was playing Nintendo for like
Let me
5
ask you a
years
question.
before you were born.
Let me ask a question. What if Nintendo came out with an F-Zero for Nintendo Switch? Would that make you buy it?
Depends if it's good.
I guess safe. You could say the same thing for the Last Jedi.
No, if they gave it as much attention as they did to Zelda this time around, absolutely, I'd play it. I just
That's-
want to see something different.
That's probably my most wanted game on the Switch right now. Is the
F-Zero.
F-Zero. Yeah. They have kind of F-Zero likes, but I don't know. It's just not the same.
F-Zero seems to me to be a niche fandom.
It definitely is.
It's super huge. It's really weird. But
One of my friend's girlfriends, I was at a Halloween party, and she was talking about having a Nintendo collection. And I was like, oh, you got it at 64? She's like, psh, of course I do. And I was like, huh, you got F-Zero X? And she's like, are you kidding? She gave me this look. I was
Like
"Let's-"
noob.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, seriously. And I got my ass beat.
made you rock hard, didn't it?
I don't want to talk about it.
I do. I had this girl that I really liked, and she invited me over. I mean, I really liked this girl.
No, this never. No.
And
No.
She invited me over, and she had a Super Nintendo. I'm like, oh, what do you got? And she's like, oh, I only play F-Zero. And I'm like, oh, like I thought I was great. And she
Challenge accepted.
beat my ass, same thing. And I was just like, I fucking love you. I'm serious. It was like one of those things like, wow. And she was like, it was just weird to share that F-Zero. Like everybody has, I got Mario and stuff. Like we can share that love, but somebody with that specific amount to be able to like know every track still to this day and be able to just jump in it, blew my mind. So that's my little story.
Justin, you have a little story?
Ended in heartbreak.
You're so quiet today. Do you need
No,
a
he's
hug?
not. He's been talking
I've
more
been
than normal.
trying.
He's looking at his fantasy.
Why don't you
No,
have
I've
more
been-
Todd Gurley shirts on and then...
Hey, I
Whatever,
respect
man.
that jersey, man. That's tight. Except
I
it has
respect
a
nothing.
it's Nike symbol all over it.
You
though.
can't do anything about that. You got to complain to the Shield about
Or to
that.
Jap. That won't have that on there.
Darrell, what else do you want to... What is the Cyber Lunch equivalent of birthday cake? What do we do to wrap this up? Something delicious that we all can enjoy together.
Is it secret question time, or we still got something else to talk about?
I'm kind of
Jake's had
running
really-
the tap. I think I'm ready for the secret question. I mean, there's always some fun questions to be had in the content bank if we're
Well, it's a Star Wars question, so I figured I'd just do it.
just
And it was my turn anyway.
just go for it.
What is your favorite Star Wars character, excluding the main Han Solo, Chewbacca, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker? I'm talking
Your same
like
supporting
I'm
ancillary
talking
character
back characters or ships.
or ships. I mean, like, how deep do you want to get?
I like that
As deep
little
as you wanna go.
dirty dog that's
That's
at the
what she
side
said.
of
Jabba.
Jabba.
Oh,
Yes,
you're
thank
talking
you.
freaking what's
Bib
that?
Fortuna.
No, Bib Fortuna is the guy with the
The
snake.
See,
Oh, the
six
little
and a
dude?
half.
The little monkey guy?
Yeah,
Salacious Crumb.
Yeah, Salacious Crumb.
he is my favorite.
That's your favorite? Yeah. He's pretty good.
He's the one that makes you nervous at the end of the party. You want a shot? No, I don't. Thank you.
See, I'm
Salacious Crumb sounds like something from Matilda.
it's the same as Bib Fortuna. I mean, that's what we were dealing with back then.
Wasn't there a story for Bib Fortuna?
Yeah, it was George Lucas was watching his kid eat tuna when he was a little kid in the high chair, and he had a bib on, and he Bib Fortuna, and that became the story. That became the name. Yes, Darrell.
I just wanted to take another hard right turn.
No, we can't yet. It's a secret question, man.
Okay,
We're
just
locked
go
in.
ahead, Justin, then.
Jeez.
I said Salacious Caesar, so
I'll go.
You're up
Okay.
next.
Because I know it, and you can take your time.
Well, I think I know one.
My favorite ship character is either it's a tie, and I cannot split this.
TIE
up.
Fighter.
Nope.
You said a tie.
Millennium Falcon and Slave One. It goes hand in hand with me. I think I was always, as a kid, I was just like that going against each other. You know, it was Boba Fett and Han Solo, because that was before all the Clone Wars BS and everything else. My favorite character, side character in a movie that I remember buying a figure for that nobody remembers was Hammerhead.
I don't remember Hammerhead.
He was in A New Hope. He was in the cantina. He had like this like a hammerhead shark head.
I know
Oh,
exactly
yeah, I
what
know
you're
what you're
talking
talking
about.
about.
Right. If you stop.
Nope.
Nope, he didn't say a word. He just sat there.
Yeah, he had that
but he
big, flat,
became
curvy head.
it somehow in the action figures. He became part of the bounty hunter crew.
Oh, okay.
But I remember that figure, and I like that's the one I want. I remember that, and I remember seeing him. I just watched New Hope last night because it was on while I was
Why
doing.
not?
And yeah, he was sitting there. It was Guido.
Guido,
Again.
hey, how you doing?
Hey, Han Solo.
I'm gonna shoot you first.
Hey, I shoot you first now.
Holiday ham, get over here.
Hey, it was right after that part, and they showed everybody reacting to Han Solo shooting him, and it was just all these side characters, and I just vividly remember Hammerhead. So, yeah, so that's mine. What about you, Justin?
The Rancor.
Oh, that's a good question.
Dude, I loved the Rancor when I was a kid, and I had a little
Yeah.
toy that you could like stick little
terrifying.
micro machines down, and then he'd like.
Yep.
Why
Eat
does he
'em?
got a drool?
I had the full Rancor. I had the full Rancor that you could like hold all the figures in.
Yeah,
And you could
yeah,
put
I
him in
remember
his
that
mouth.
now.
And I had the Jabba the Hutt. I remember at Christmas. I think my mom has pictures of this. I was opening the Jabba the Hutt set, and it had his base, you know, with Jabba sitting on top, with Salacious sitting in the side, with his little glass bowl of frogs that he would eat. Remember, Jabba would eat those frog things.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you could take Jabba off it, and you'd open the thing, and it was like, you know, like an inch and a half pit in there, but it was all the bones and stuff from the Rancor thing. That was Rancor. It's great answer.
My other one is IG-88, the assassin droid.
The assassin droid. I drew that.
I
drew
remember
that picture of
playing
that guy.
him in Shadows of the Empire
Yep.
and just having a hell of a time, just hopping around that jump yard and just fucking
Junkyard.
unloading on you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. And I remember reading about him in a book, and I'm like, dude, that guy's badass.
Can I ask
He
you
is.
guys a
If you
question?
really look at the canon of that guy, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. They have so much background.
I think
on
we're
that
all
guy.
higher than, well, Jake maybe isn't higher than a 9.5, but Darrell, I think me and you were.
I'm a 6 now
Oh.
that we're talking, because like some of this is going over my head a little.
Remember the Doctor Bot when Luke got all effed up in Empire? Now I say effed up like it's no big thing. You know,
Oh,
like
yeah, when
I
he's
can't
getting
swear.
stitched up and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
And he's in the floating thing, and then the doctor was coming by. And
He has that
like-
mask.
Yes, with the tube. I had that.
My
frickin'
grandma had
action
that in her
figure.
toy closet. I remember that one, too. Yeah, yeah.
9.5. 9.5.
I'm maybe a little higher than a 7.
Dude, if you could remember that Doctor and you said mouth thing, you're 7. 7.5.
What's the name of the garbage monster from New Hope?
Ooh. No, that's not from New. Yeah, it is from New Hope.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is because it's when they're trying to get out of there and Obi-Wan dies.
There's got to be in.
They're saving Leia. Well, one hell of a plane you got.
That was in that game too. I remember that coming out.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
The eye pops out.
I quit. That's why I quit. I was all done. Shinobi.
Dark Forces?
No, Shadow of the Empire.
That wasn't in Shadow of the Empire. That was in a different one. I think that was in
Bullshit.
Dark Forces.
Bullshit.
Shadow of the Empire didn't have the garbage monster.
Bullshit.
Oh, we need a Star Wars dude.
Diane Oga. Diane Oga.
Diane Oga, okay.
That was the actual name of the creature.
Did it appear in any video games?
I didn't
Look
look
that up
far.
so I can prove that.
I know
wrong.
they mentioned it in episode 7.
No, it's
Force
Shadow.
Awakens.
It's Shadow of War or Shadow of War.
What is that? Is it a movie?
Shadow of Empire. No, that's
They have a whole Wikipedia for
Yeah,
it.
that's why I'm on right now too.
Okay. Well, yours is faster than my phone, so. But yeah.
Diatoga.
Dianoga. I'm
kinda-
probably pronouncing that
I
wrong.
kind of
so
like
I'm not
I
a-
like
I'm not a
Diatoga
10.
better, like a Diatoga party,
Diatoga.
or like a Diet Toga party, where everybody's drinking Diet Toga.
Hey, if we're talking about Princess Leia back in the day, down for it. She's pretty much wearing a toga in the first movie anyway.
I will say nothing to that
Why not?
because
I love Carrie Fisher.
I've seen.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
Please don't.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
spoiler.
Yeah, it is. It's
It was Dark Forces.
Bullshit. There's a Diatoga in Shadow of the Empire.
Dianoga. Get it right. This
I
is
don't
why
give
you're
a
not a
shit.
9.5 anymore, Dale.
But at least I admit it. At
He's
least
right.
I
I
say
forgot
I'm a
about
6.
that. I don't get that far in the game.
I did, and
Well,
it
I
scared the
didn't.
shit out of me,
No
and
shit,
I said
Justin.
no.
You didn't get that far in the game. Wow, that's amazing.
Am I right? What level? Tell me.
I
Tell
don't know
me.
the sewers.
Yeah, exactly. The sewers of
I do remember this
Diatoga.
now. Yeah, I just remember the Dark Forces one a lot more. Yeah, that thing's annoying.
And terrifying.
Dianoga.
Diatoga.
Well,
Diet
Feige.
Coca? Diet Cola?
anyway,
Dietfeige.com.
we're gonna we're gonna make our way out of this program. Happy birthday, Daryl. We love you, man.
Thank you. I love everybody else out there. Thanks
High
for
five.
sticking around. High five.
We
Ow.
want
Ow.
some listener feedback. If you guys have anything that you want us to talk about,
Yeah,
like
let's
I
hear about
said.
your dream team. What actor is the best lineup for a dream team? I like
Yeah,
that.
Eric, what's your dream team?
Yeah, Eric. We know you're
Eric
listening.
and Andrew, I know I'm going to hear from you guys.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, good. That's it. He had some good points, but we can't.
You guys
afford
look
extra
so
help,
nice
so.
today. So nice.
I look the same every week, except for having
You look
stocking
nice.
cap.
No, I'm talking about Eric and
Oh.
not you.
No.
I apologize.
Well, thanks for sticking with us, people. We love it.
What's our email?
Every time. Don't worry about it, Daryl. Sit back and relax now. Every time I look up one of our videos or anything like that and I'm reviewing stuff, I'm like, even to have the amount of people that listen to us is shocking. I literally thought we were going to be talking to nobody.
Yeah, every day
You know,
I hear somebody like, oh, I was listening
so
to it. And whether they say something or not, people listen. It's
It means
nice.
a lot.
Billy
It really
Zane.
means a lot. You can email us at cyberlunch1@outlook.com. You can Facebook us. You can look us up on YouTube. If you do, please like and subscribe. Put your hand down. You are not contributing anymore, Daryl. You're done. You're done. Go make a drink or something.
I will.
What?
I just wanted to say one thing about next week.
Okay.
So Christmas is coming up.
I wasn't even close to being done yet.
Okay.
Okay. Next week,
Thanks for coming in today.
we're going to be doing
See
a
you next
Christmas
week.
episode where we do some Christmas trivia.
It's
And
gonna be really fun.
it's going to be fun. And we're going to be doing a White Elephant Christmas gift
White
opening
Elephant.
kind of thing.
And
Oh,
it
yeah, I
should
gotta go
be
buy
released on Christmas Eve. So if you want to drink along with us
Yeah.
as we answer some
We're going to be doing
festive holiday questions.
Shh, my turn. We're going to be doing trivia, Christmas trivia, and you can play along with us, and we're going to be doing a drinking game. It's going to be kind of tame. You can play it however you want, but you can definitely play along. We're looking forward to seeing you again next week. We're looking forward to hearing from you. I'm looking forward to Darrell having a wonderful night.
Yes, I will.
And
He
we'll
already
find
is.
out. We'll find out.
I'm already having a great time.
We're going to find out where he's going to end up sleeping.
I have no idea. I have to work tomorrow.
Oh, good
Oh,
job.
good
You
for
didn't
you,
say
buddy.
that. I thought
Thank
you had
you.
a week off.
Me too.
With that being said, I'm Jake.
I'm Darrell.
I'm Justin.
Thanks for listening to Cyberbots. We'll see you next week.
We are Cyber Lunch, and we're out.
I'm so screwed on
Who cares? Who cares? It's done with football for the year.
I don't care anymore. You ever smoke a sweet vape? You ever smoke vape?